What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Rudy LaRose. Welcome to today's Confidence Factor Talks. I'm the Green Goblet. No, I'm just kidding, man. I don't know what's going on in my head today. But guess what? No matter what, I'm in the building as always. And I want to welcome each and every one of you right here, right now, in the CF Talks 2022. Today's August 16th, and I'm excited to be with each and every one of you tonight. Man, this is going to be a fantastic show. So do me a favor, as you're logging in tonight, we want to know where you're logging in from. What city are you representing? Are you in Florida? Are you in New York, Boston, Ohio, Massachusetts? I mean, are you in California, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Jamaica, or Jamaica? No, I'm just kidding. No, man, but wherever you represent from, make sure you put it in the comment section where you're where you're representing. And also, when you get a chance, if you don't mind, please do me a favor. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Again, StreamYard.com/Facebook. And make sure you add StreamYard to the comment section so we know where you're commenting from. What's up, John? Welcome to the greatest show on the planet. Man, it's good to have you, brother. All the way from San Antonio, Texas, in the building. One of our former guests. If you haven't had a chance to watch that show, it was a couple shows ago. Mr. John dropped some knowledge, boy. So be sure to catch him once again on CF Talks. Man, welcome, guys. I'm excited to have you tonight. We have a phenomenal show for you. But before we get started, you know I can't get the show on the road without my co-host to represent tonight. I'm gonna mess up the order tonight, man. I'm just gonna jack up the order, and I'm just gonna say, from the city that never sleeps, everybody is from the city that never sleeps. Okay, they're from the old town. Everybody from Orlando, except for me. I don't know what's going on. Everybody decided to leave wherever they were from and just go to Orlando. I don't know why. I don't know what's in Orlando. I guess one of these days I'm gonna have to go over there. But ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the man, the professor, the legend, if you will. He's in the building. Mr. Darian Hill, what's going on?
Yeah. It's fire time. It's fire time.
Fire is fire.
It's fire time. It's fire time. It's fire time. What's going on, Lions? What's going on, Lion? It's another CF Talks. As Rudy said, I am in the building tonight and excited to be here tonight because listen, fellas, we're talking about something really special, something that we've been planning for a long time, and I can't wait to get into this conversation. Let's get it, Rudy. Let's get it.
Listen, man, I'm green with envy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm green with envy tonight, man. You know, I mean, when the technology decides to fail you and give you a green halo, if you will, I'm just gonna use it tonight, man. I'm just green with envy. Glad to be here. I'm excited to have you, brother. Welcome to the greatest show on earth, Confidence Factor Talks tonight. Also from the old town, I told you I'm gonna jack up the order today. Also from the old town, I'm gonna bring my man, the producer, the one that makes all this happen, the one that at the drop of a dime can just take away my microphone. Mr. Lamont Gwynn in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's up, fellas? What's up? What's up? It's a great day. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. We have a great show tonight. I'm excited.
Man, we have an exciting tonight, man. You know, excited to have you, brother. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming by.
Listen, I feel honored. I got called up on the stage. I feel honored.
There you go. See that? We didn't forget about you, bro. We forget sometimes, but we didn't forget about you tonight. That's what matters, man.
That's
also
right.
From the old town, my brother from another mother, father, sister, uncle, nephew, cousin. That's my little boy, my man, the man that makes everything level up, Mr. Javon, Dr. Love.
What's going on? First off, I'm just going to tell you that I'm excited to be here on Tuesday. You know, my energy is up. I'm turned up to the max. Man, y'all looking good. I see that green aura around you, Rudy. Man, listen, that green speaks to my soul. You know, that's the heart chakra right there. But anyways, I'm in the building with my brothers. It can't get no better. Confidence factor, we hit.
Hey, I'm gonna let the snow glow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let it shine, brother.
That's that money green. That's what that is. Hey, that's what's happening. You about to come into some money.
Hey, listen. I was thinking the same thing, Lamar. Like, damn, I like that healer, man. That's money attraction right there.
There you go.
Where Tasha at? Shout out to Tasha, aka Chen, aka Bates in the building. Shout out to Tasha if you're watching tonight, man. We appreciate you. Congratulations once again. Hey, we noticed the last name changed within a second. I'm just saying. Man, shout out to Tasha, man. We love you. And last but not least, coming to the clan, coming to the stage. You know how we do this guy, man. He's from the city where everything is 40 minutes away. You know what I'm saying? The neighbor's 40 minutes away. You know what I mean? You need to go somewhere, bro. Just 40 minutes, okay? It's gonna take you 40 minutes to get to the groceries. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the doctor himself. He's always in the building, man. I love him. He's my brother, Mr. Bobby B in the building.
Hey. What's happening? Today's a great day, and it is the best day of my life. And it's the best day of your life too, because you're here to unleash your riches. Unleash.
Hey, how many of you guys feel whenever Bobby starts talking, just some wisdom is gonna drop? You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You just feel like you just gonna hear some wisdom. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, man, we here to unleash your riches. Because if you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it.
Come on.
To give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it. But if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern personality. If neither no cold, poverty, famine, or gout, sickness, or pain, or body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dark and grim you besiege and beset it, but with the help of God, you gonna get it. Unleash.
Well, as you guys can imagine, this is our Unleash episode, and if you stay tuned in, you're gonna learn what that's all about tonight. We are definitely unleashing our riches. But before we get into it, fellas, I got a question for each and every one of you tonight. I would like to know, what have you learned since the last show? That's right. Your boy want to know, Mr. Lamont Gwynn, what have you learned since the last show, my brother? What comes to mind? What have you learned? Drop me some knowledge.
What have I learned since the last show? I have learned that everything, I mean, it's something. Well, I guess I've been reminded. How about that? I've been reminded
That's good.
that everything that I need is coming to me, and that to release all anxiety around it. There's certain things that sometimes seems like like it's a roadblock, but it really isn't a roadblock. It's just a stepping stone. And so never look at it as a roadblock. So this week has been a little challenging for me, and I've learned or been reminded to just stay in that zone of positive energy and release anxiety.
That's good, man. That's good. Bobby B, man, what have you learned since the last show, Mr. Bobby B? Tell us. People want to know.
Brother, I'm learning the same thing every day, man. I will persist until I succeed. That's where I'm at right now. There's nothing else going on for the next 30 days except persistence. That's it. That's all we're dealing with right now. Persistence. I will persist until I succeed. Nothing else.
That's good, man. That's good. Dr. Love Jones, man, drop it on us, bruh. What has leveled you up since the last show?
Whatever you want. Just ask for it.
See,
Like it's that simple. Just ask for it. We tend to overthink this. We tend to tell our as we say, our inner jerk tells ourselves that it's impossible to get that. You asking for too much. They're gonna judge you. All these things, but the truth is, just ask.
All right, all right. Finally, Mr. Darian Hill, man, what have you learned since the last show, my brother?
In the building, in the building. What's going on, champions? What's going on? I'm in the building. Y'all felt that? Y'all felt that fire? So
Yes,
here's
sir.
the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You know, we've been talking a lot about mindset. We've been talking about the results, but we need to talk about the bridge. What is the bridge between intention and the results? You asked me the question, Woody, what did I learn this week? Or what is the thing that I've been working on or got for this past week? What is the bridge between intention and results? I want you guys to really ponder that question. What is the bridge between intention and the results? And I'm going to say it 3 times, right? I'm going to say it 3 times. I'm going to say it 3 times. I'm going to say it 3 times. You say I did that? I'm going to say it 3 times. Execute. 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 See, action is the bridge between intention and results. And oftentimes when we're going through life, guess what? We meet with obstacles, right? We meet with struggles. We meet with pain. We meet with things that's there to try to stop us from moving forward. But if you just continue to execute, as Winston Churchill says, that success is the ability to go from failure to failure without losing one's enthusiasm. In fact, I'm going to change it up a little bit. You heard it tonight for the first time tonight. This is Darian Hill rearranging Winston Churchill's quote. Success is the ability to go from learning to learning without losing enthusiasm. You heard it right tonight. All right.
Pull up that one, selector. Pull it up.
Boom. Yeah, I'm saying. So that's what we talking about tonight, man. We talk about learning our way to success. Learning our way to success. Let's get it, fellas. Let's get it. We here to talk about Unleash Your Riches.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I learned? I learned since the last show. I learned that we all have this story that we operate from, or we all have a set of stories that we operate from. Some stories go way back when we were 8, when we were 10, when we were 12, when we were 14. And oftentimes you would think that somebody's telling you something. You would think that, oh, something that happened to them last year or maybe last month. Nah, this thing happened 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 14, 15 years ago. And we still operating from that story. And what I've learned is that we all have a responsibility to master our stories, right? To revamp, to tell a new thing, to operate from something different. Because if that story is not serving us, we're still operating as that person. And that's the person that's showing up every day. And so I learned that, you know, sometimes you got to go revisit that inner child. You got to go revisit that person that told you that you're not enough. That person that told you you're not smart enough. That person that told you you have to work hard for it, right? That person that told you that, you know, whatever the case may be. And oftentimes, here's the thing that's interesting. It's not that it was necessarily bad advice. It's that's where they were operating from. Whether it's mom, dad, uncle, brother, cousin. I heard a story that mothers back in the days, especially African American mothers, had to say that their kids were dumb so that they weren't picked to be slaved. Like they literally had to dumb down their kids so that they were picked to be slaved. And so there's a story that goes around why African American mothers, especially in old school, constantly put their kids down. I didn't know that. I mean, that was news for me. So like I'm saying, like a lot of times we're operating from different stories from different people, and we don't realize that was their story. And we need to formulate a new story, man. So that's what I learned since the last show, man. I'm excited to have each and every one of you. But I'm not the one that set the framework. I think the one that set the framework is in Black. and has a black hat. Oh wait, two people have a black hat. Oh, and have the guns blazing. He's got the guns blazing tonight. So I'm gonna let him.
Oh, my man, sir. I know you got the license to carry, man. You got the license to carry. You carrying some ARs over there. I see you.
So, Professor, answer me this.
Hey, I'm gonna answer you this tonight. I'm gonna back up what you said. If you want to fix your life, you got to fix your story, man. That's what it comes down to. If you want to fix your life, you got to fix your story. Your story drives, everything. And so, as you guys know, we're Confidence Factor. Our mission is really simple: to empower the lives and impact the lives of over 5 million men. And we come together. We created a space so we can have heart-level conversations that lead to transformation, right? Have conversations, because we believe that conversations transform. We believe that your voice, our voice, one event, one book, one circumstance, one insight can transform your life. And we know that by having conversations about the things that we're feeling, the things we're dealing with, the things that we're struggling with, those things can transform, because when we keep that in, when we don't release those conversations, it doesn't have an opportunity to transform into something better in our life. And as we all know, as men, we have a tendency to go through what we call the lid. We feel like we are lonely, right? When things happen in our life, or as we are climbing the ladder of success. I was recently talking to someone in the group that's very successful, and as he's climbing the ladder of success, he still feels lonely. I mean, it's amazing to think that, as men, we're all going on this journey to try to get to success. We think that when we get to a certain level of income, and this is somebody who's very successful income-wise, right? We think that just because we get to the level of success, all of a sudden, the sky is going to open up and it's going to be beautiful. Skittles and M&Ms are going to be dropping from the sky, right? Right? So there's some things that we need. There's some things that we need to maintain a level of fulfillment. Tony Robbins says, success without fulfillment is ultimate failure. And I understand that from the conversation that I had with this gentleman, and also from other conversations had, that we think that just because we acquire the money, that's going to lead to fulfillment and happiness, and it doesn't. So why I'm saying all this, because having brotherhood, having a community, having people that you can have heart level conversations and share what's there for you is really where fulfillment is. To be able to work with people and collaborate on a purpose, on impact, is really where fulfillment is. And so, we've created this community to help to have these conversations so we can get together and collaborate, to celebrate each other, to celebrate the small wins. And we want to celebrate Chris Ward today. He sold his first ebook. We want to celebrate you, my brother. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. You sell your first ebook. That's what we're talking about. Is celebrating your wins, small wins, big wins. That's why this community exists, to celebrate you, the man that's watching, the man that's having great success, making 10, 15, 20, 30 million dollars, but still feels lonely, isolated, feels like it still doesn't matter. The man that's just getting started, right? Wondering if you're good enough, wondering if the ideas, the insights that you have is valuable enough to be able to impact somebody's life. We see you, and we celebrate you. We celebrate the fact that you're stepping out every single day into this marketplace of uncertainty and risk, but showing up anyway, even though that inner jerk is saying, man, what the hell are you doing, bro? You don't got what it takes. Bro, you see how your friends are them successful? I mean, you don't even have it together. Your credit is jacked up, man. What are you talking about, man? You success, whatever, right? We celebrate you because you're showing up in this community. You're showing up for these CF talks. You're in the conversation. And we know that heart level conversations lead to transformation. So we want to acknowledge all the fellas that showing up tonight. We want to acknowledge, if you're watching this on replay, you're watching this live, we want to acknowledge you. If you're going through something right now, going through something that, hey, you're secretly inside, you're feeling some sense of pain, you're feeling some sense of discomfort, you're feeling, what, nobody understands what you're going through. You have to put on a smile on the outside, but inside you're feeling a void, inside you're feeling lost, inside the real nasty truth is that you don't even want to be here. We want to acknowledge you. And we want to tell you to keep pushing forward. We want to tell you that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We want to tell you that, as Winston Churchill says, we got to keep learning without losing that enthusiasm. That is something called the law of polarity, that, just because you're going through some bad times right now, there's also some good times coming. And we want to let you know that. And so here in this community, we're all about having smart principles, right? Smart principles. And the SMART principles is, first of all, we focus on self-mastery. And self-mastery is important because without having that foundation of understanding who you are and celebrating you and your wins, right? The brain is not set up for your success. It's set up for your survival. It's set up for protection, not action. And so you have to understand that no matter what levels of success you have, if your foundation, your self-mastery is not intact, if you don't believe in yourself, you don't have a good self-image, that foundation is shaky, guess what? No matter how much success in any area of your life that you have, you're going to always feel fulfilled. So in this community, we want to make sure that, we focus and help you to build who you are as a king, to help you to understand the gift that you are in this world. So self-mastery is critical. The other thing is accountability. The truth is, like I said, the brain is there set up for your protection, not action. So as you're going through the journey of life, guess what? There are going to be obstacles. Your brain is going to come up with all kinds of things to try to stop you from taking action. And so you need to have a Bobby B in your life. You need to have a Rudy LaRose in your life. You need to have a Lamont in your life. You need to have a level up Dr. Javon Jones in your life to not just, hey, tell you what to do, but to be there for you, to support you, to help you to move forward, to be a bigger voice to your inner limitations so that you can move forward, right? That's the whole idea. So accountability is important. And last but not least, we all need the information. We need the resources and we need the tools. You know what I'm saying? If we're trying to build a house, you got to have the hammer. You got to have the nail. You got to have, the pickets, all the stuff. You got to have all that to be able to build a house. And so in this community, we're going to bring, the experts to the table. We're going to bring ourselves to the table, our own stories that can help you to transform. So transform in your personal life and, of course, in your business. We know that many of you guys here in this community are entrepreneurs, you're professional, leaders, and you want to shine out there. You want to share your story. You want to make a bigger impact. We want to help you to have the right resources and tools so you can make that bigger impact. So when you leave this earth, you can hear that words called well done, well done, well done, right? So we celebrate you in that. So tonight we're here to talk about how to optimize unleashing your riches in 2022. How to optimize unleashing your riches in 2022. And when we talk about riches is, we like to break things down, right? Riches is really stands for wealth. To me, that's what it stands for. It stands for wealth because there's a difference between being rich and then wealthy. Riches stands for relationships, income, contribution to community, health, education, and spirituality. So we want to cover all aspects of the man to make sure that you feel fulfilled, because you can have a lot of money and not good health. You ain't gonna feel fulfilled. You can have great health, no money, still the same thing. So we want to make sure that you're whole in everything in your life. And so I'm excited to be here to have this discussion tonight about our upcoming 90-day mastermind. You heard me right, on 90-day mastermind, where we're going to get together and support each other intentionally through a process to be able to transform, to help you to transform, and you support the other fellas in the group to transform. I want to give a shout out to all those men who have already signed up, who have already said yes to themselves to commit to the process. And in 90 days, I guarantee that they will not be the same. So if you're under the sound of my voice right now and you're on the fence, or you're looking for a space that's going to push you, to guide you, to support you in whatever goal that you have, both personally and professionally, listen, Unleash Your Riches. Go to confidencefactor.com, 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 and sign up today. Sign up today. You heard it right. Confidencefactor.com and sign up today. We're talking about unleashing your riches. So here's what we're doing real quick. We're going to be answering some specific questions, going around the room, answering some specific questions here today, talking about, our journey and the things that we've learned along the way within Confidence Factor. And if you guys have any specific questions, if you're in this community and you're saying to yourself, you know what, I've been in this community and I like where these guys are going, they got great energy and everything, but I really don't know, not sure exactly how I fit in, right? I want you guys to ask your question below. We want to have an open dialogue tonight and support you in understanding what Confidence Factor is, what we can do to support you, and how you can play a part in this community as well. Good stuff. All right, so we're gonna get this thing started, man. I want to welcome Chris here to the table. Welcome. But we're gonna get this started. I want to at least get to the first question and go around the table here and have everybody answer the question before we bring on Chris, right? Fair enough, fellas? Are we all fair with that? Good stuff. Okay, so here's what we got going on. We just want to address, three big questions relative to Unleash Your Riches. And as you guys know, we all been on this journey to getting confidence factor, and we wanted to share with you guys some things that's going to be critical. So the first question is this: what has been your biggest shift since joining confidence factor? Right? And I want you guys, as you guys are listening to, as we go around the room and people are answering, what has been some of the shifts you've seen since you joined the community? Has it been something you've learned from one of our experts, guest experts? Has it been a connection with someone within the community? Have you been able to collaborate with someone in the community that's caused you to get some business? What has been the biggest shift since joining Confidence Factor? So we're going to start off with Javon. We're going to have Javon share first on the deck. What has been your biggest shift? So go ahead, champion. You're in the deck.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Shameless plug, right? You see this book, right? I wrote this in May 2020, a little before I even knew anything of Confidence Factor, right? But since I became Confidence Factor, right, it helped me build confidence and believing that I am the person that wrote this. You see, I dealt with something called imposter syndrome, where I will accomplish something but downplay it. I would do something, downplay it. And one of the biggest shifts being in this group is that, hey, I'm not just I don't just belong. I'm a major player here. I add value. I'm confident. I have a lot to go for. I can inspire people. My biggest shift for me is realizing that I am valuable. Like, I didn't realize how much valuable I was until I became a member of Confidence Factor. And I think it wasn't as immediate process. It wasn't just I joined Confidence Factor and like, oh, value. No.
You did, man. Stop lying.
But no, my insecurities were so deep that it took these gentlemen letting it be known, you're valuable, you're worthy, you're valuable, worthy, for me to realize, wait, I am valuable, I am worthy. And what I can tell you personally is this: it allowed me to push this and be not afraid to show this without feeling like I'm taking shine from somebody else, without me thinking that I'm just about self-promotion and try to make it about me. Because that was one of my biggest insecurities, that I didn't want to talk about my book because I didn't want to make it about me. I had a lot, and it allowed me to say, hey, I am an author. You could get my book, but also make sure you join our mastermind. Make sure you be a part of this process of growth, leveling up, and instilling this confidence factor into you. Because I have these gentlemen, these brothers of mine, that is supporting me, that is pushing me, that's telling me, you got to do this, you got to do that. And so I can say my best answer is Confidence Factor has allowed me to realize how valuable I am. And now I can show up in the marketplace with value.
Woo! Man, y'all heard that? I don't know if y'all heard it the way I heard it, because that's powerful right there. The man said two things that I really heard. He said he became Confidence Factor. I don't know if y'all heard that. He said he became Confidence Factor. That's that's deep right there, bro. Like, you gotta run that back, man. Run that back, DJ. Run that back. The man said he became Confidence Factor, right? So kudos to you, Javon. But then secondly, he said, I know that I'm valuable. See, when I talk about self-mastery, that's it right there. It's to come to a place of just that, is knowing. It's coming to a place of knowing that you're valuable. Now, what does that do? The result is you show up more, you impact more, and you make more. Love it, Javon. Thank you so much for that contribution, my brother. We celebrate you, we honor you, and we see you. We look forward to the impact, the greater impact that you're going to make in this world, my brother. Wow, I love it. All right, listen. So here's the thing. They call him the fireman, right? They call him fireman because when he comes in, he buns on the place. I'm going to be real with y'all. They also call him the doctor. Because what happens is when he buns on the place and a couple people get burned up, you got to come and tend to them as a doctor, right? Right? So we're going to bring on the great Dr. Bobby B to share, what was his greatest shift since joining Confidence Factor. Bobby, take it away, champ.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that. And yeah, man, listen, that book, man, Javon, make sure you give Lamont your information to plug the book and put it up there. Yeah, there's no shameless plug, brother. This is what you do. That's your heart. I read that book. You know, I met Javon when I read that book. I had just come off of reading 55 books, man. I was on some serious, I want to level up like mentality. It was just all in my being. And I just read 55 books. I got Javon's book after I completed 55 books. And Javon put it in a way that I didn't even get. He was like, hey, you read 55 books and you said my book is good. You got to know something because you just read 55 books. So I was like, yeah, man, it was good. And you know, it was so good that I didn't even get past. I think he had like an intro. He had a acknowledgement. He had like 3 different sections before you get to the book. And by the time I got through the second piece halfway, I was like, I want to do the audio for this guy because the book was good. It just captured my attention. So, and then learning about his background. So that level of book is definitely a real thing. But I tell you one thing, the biggest shift, the biggest thing for me has been the support. I've hit bullseyes in the past, right? Like big bullseyes, big targets. I've earned some serious money and done some very, very serious things in my life. And I will tell you, confidence factor, the biggest shift was having so much support at one time that it's impossible to fail. It's impossible to quit. It's impossible to give up. You know, just the support system alone, other brothers saying, hey, you can do it. Just piggybacking off what Javon had said, you know, other brothers saying, hey, you can do it, go after it. And being able to bounce those ideas, it's very difficult to get started for a lot of people. I think starting is the hardest part. Martin Luther King is the one who said, take the first step. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. But so many people don't even take that first step. So the support system for me has been huge because I was initially intimidated about leveling up. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know where to go. I just started reading books. And in the process of reading those books, you know, other brothers came along and was like, hey, man, I'm experiencing this too. I'm experiencing this too. It's something when you hear a lot of people saying the same thing. It kind of lets you know that you're on the right track and you're in the right place at the right time. And to hear all these different brothers saying that they wanted to accomplish different things, one of the biggest accomplishments was writing our book, The 7 Steps to Unstoppable Confidence. You know, Rudy, Darian, we all were talking about writing books for over a decade, right? But nobody did it. So we got together and it was like, boom, 1, 2, 3. We were able to, you know, put together a book. That knocked out the anticipation or the anxiety that I felt about putting the first book out there. I didn't feel pressure to put so much by myself. So the support has been huge. One of the greatest accomplishments is writing that first book and just getting started. And I know we all have new books on the way. So I'm excited about those new books as well. But the support from Confidence Factor has been huge for me, Darren.
Love it. One thing I really walked away from what you said, man, is an investment. You know, investment in yourself. You know, you didn't know how to get started, but one thing you did was started to invest in yourself. And as Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge will always pay the greatest interest. So you start off with investing in yourself, and of course, you started to vibrate and attract other people that's of like mind. I love it. Fantastic. So we got value yourself. The support in the community has been the biggest shifts. And we're gonna go on to next brother, Mr. Lamont Gwen. He's the producer. You know, he makes us look good, and we want him to come up and share what is the biggest shifts in joining Confidence Factor, man. Talk to us.
Man, my biggest shift, I gotta go back to 2017, 2018. Yeah, 2018. I was in drug addiction. I was needing help, and I was at a coffee shop, and a guy mentioned that he listened to Choosing Your Future by Les Brown. And when I heard, I downloaded, and when I heard it, and you know, that whole thing just like opened me up to personal development, right? So I go through homelessness, I get out of it. Pandemic hit 2020. I'm at my computer on my phone, laying across the bed, and I come across 3 guys on Facebook talking about this confidence factor. And one of them looked familiar, Darian, who I met at a couple of networking events. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be a little cash cow for me. I know these brothers need some help. I did a little presentation, got Darian involved. Darian called the fellas, and it was one show after another show, and then more, and then community. So my biggest shift has been community, because I have friends that I can talk to about stuff, but it's not really personal development stuff. I mean, it ebbs and flows. But in this community, I have the ability to actually be with like-minded men that I can say, I'm reading this book, or did you hear, like we do in our group, hey, did you hear this powerful message from so-and-so and so-and-so? So this community has really been like, these are my people. We speak in the same language, right? That's how I feel. So that's been the biggest shift for me, is community, having guys who look like me, talk like me, different than me, but the same as me, and having that community where we get together and we help each other grow.
No, I love it. Getting together and helping each other grow. I think that's a big line right there. And I want to underscore that, man. Getting together and helping each other grow. So many times when we're by ourselves, as Bob Marley would say, that you can't see the entire picture when you're inside the frame, right? When you're inside the frame. And oftentimes we're inside the frame of our business, we're inside the frame of our life, and we can't see the full picture to be able to make better decisions, to have better growth opportunities, to having people around us to support us, to give us new eyes, to see new possibilities is phenomenal. And we tend to discount that, man. So I love the fact that, number one, Bobby talked about, the support. You talking about the community. Javon talking about how he feels more valuable. And to your point, Lamont, before we jump into the great Rudy LaRose, you said something that's so critical. I want us to really underscore this. You heard somebody's voice in your down moment. You heard somebody's voice, and that voice was the beginning stages of your transformation. See, here's what we got to understand: all of us got that opportunity to be that voice for somebody else, and in this community, we are a voice for somebody else. As a unit, as a body, we are a voice for somebody else. When we show up every single Tuesday, somebody's out there listening to us, and we may not even know. They may not even communicate to us that, they heard something that transformed them. But the fact that we showed up, and I think it was Senika who kind of alluded to that. One of our guests alluded to the fact that just the presence alone is impactful. So I wanted to highlight that you just shared that, man. That's really powerful. Good stuff. So you guys are valuable, man. Showing up is so critical. So we're going to jump into the great connection catalyst. This gentleman right here, when it comes to relationship building, when it comes to really investing in people. This is somebody that I've learned from. We've all learned from, and everybody needs a connection catalyst in their group, man. And there's none other than the great Rudy LaRose. So Rudy's going to come up and share his biggest shift since joining Confidence Factor.
Yeah, Darian, my biggest shift, man. I remember being in a hotel room, sitting and having a conversation with this brother, who now is one of the members of Confidence Factor, Mr. Darian Hill. And it occurred to me, as we had already started just working on the idea of Confidence Factor, that here I was with then a complete stranger, if you will, happened to be sharing a room at a conference. And man, we went deep, probably for like 2 hours, just talking about all kinds of stuff, from suicide to business to family to all kinds of things. And it dawned on me at the time, one, all right, this guy's really Confidence Factor material. And number two, there was the start of something great, something amazing, something that was going to allow us to be able to have these set of conversations that you don't find very often, especially when you come into a new circle. Because oftentimes what happens is we show up as an avatar, right? We show up the best version of us. We show up the great, with the nice car and the trophy wife and all these things. We show up with the money in the bag, and yeah, man, I could do it. Like we show up like guys do, right? We put our defenses up. And here we are sitting down, talking in this hotel room, and I'm like, wow, man, this was probably one of the best conversations I've had in a long time. And we both walked away with that, and we both walked away thinking, we really need to start this community. And so when I became Confidence Factor, as Javon says, it was really the realization that there can be people that are closer than a brother. There can be people in your life that you over time learn how to build trust in, because they've reached such a level of comfortableness in their life that they can be vulnerable and be okay, right? As a man, we don't talk about that a lot. We don't talk about what it's like to go through a divorce, or go through, your father not being in your life, or go through not having a great relationship with your kids, financial issues, health issues, emotional issues, spiritual issues. A lot of the things we don't talk about as men, because of the shame, because of the guilt, because of what will they think, how will they see me, how will they view, and being able to come into this community and have these conversations, not necessarily in an open forum like this, but in private sessions, and the sessions that we've had over the last few years in R.I.C.H.E.S, being able to get into a virtual space and have conversation around a particular topic, for men to be able to come and say, man, I jacked up in this issue. I messed up, man. I don't know what to do. I need help. To be able to do that, for me, there is no amount of money that can give you something like that. And when, interestingly enough, when we begin to work on this logo that you see behind me, it is lion looking after lion. It is lion that have each other's back. Because we're not coming in and say, woe is me, or I'm a wimp, or I'm this or that. That's not what we're saying. We're coming and say, yeah, we are lions, but we need other lions to watch our back. We need other lions to help us navigate through this herd. We need other lions to help us hunt sometimes, because our legs broken. It's not working right now, and we can't walk like we normally walk. We can't hunt the right way right now. We need other lions to come and say, man, I know you can't hunt, but here's some food while you're getting better. And this is what we've been able to do, man. So I'm excited for being in this space. I often say to you guys, this is a long life journey for me. It is. I see myself with more grays, with y'all, man, sitting and on rocking chairs saying, unleash. Unleash. So I love you guys, man. That's my share for tonight, brother.
Wait, you said with gray hairs? I see grays already.
Gray hairs. Watch out, bro.
You said the grays with the R.I.C.H.E.S, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm not doing no rocket shit. I'm be doing my pull-ups at 90, fam. At 90, you know what I mean? I'll be 90 years old getting them.
Young buck, boy.
No, I love that. That's sweet stuff right there, man. Awesome stuff, man. Great shares tonight. So listen, we as you guys know, we're here. We're talking about unleash your riches. We're talking about Confidence Factor community. We're sharing what Confidence Factor has meant to us. What are some of the biggest shifts that we've had as we get on board to launch or Unleash Your Riches Mastermind? And we're talking about some of these things because we want the fellas to recognize the importance of the collaboration that we have, the community that we have, not to doing things on your own. You hear the transformations that a lot of the guys have had, and it came in part to being able to have people there to support you on your journey. And so that's what we want to do in the Unleash Your Riches Mastermind. It's a 90-day mastermind program where we're going to really be there for each other. To number one, if you don't have some specific goals, establish specific goals in different areas of your life. And number two is, of course, have a process to be able to get to that goal and be able to have the support. Have guys hear what you're dealing with, what challenges you have, what goals you have, what opportunities you have, and to help you to get new eyes or be able to refine some of your thoughts on the things that you want to do. So we call it your GPS, right? The Unleash Your Riches is the GPS that's going to help you to navigate through the next 90 days and to the rest of your life. So if you're looking for that level of support, if you're looking to collaborate, if you're looking to be celebrated, if you're finally tired of doing things on your own, feeling frustrated by not able to get to your goals, if you want to accelerate the process of getting to your goals, and you want to feel fulfilled and passionate and have a community to support you in what you're trying to accomplish, then join the Unleash Your Riches Mastermind. You go to confidencefactor.com, that's confidencefactor.com, and sign up. If you got questions around the program, let us know. We're going to be meeting every Sunday. That's right, every Sunday from, I think it's 7 to 8:30. 7 to 8:30, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. But 7 to 8:30 is an hour and a half of your time, and it's an hour and a half invested into you, right? Remember, the biggest investment you're going to make is in yourself. Because once you shift that self-mastery, you have that level of accountability and have the right resources and tools, you're going to grow at what Javon Jones would say at exponential levels. You're going to level up in a big way. So what we're going to do is we want to, of course, we're going to be launching August 28th is the start date, right? August 28th. So guys, you can still have some time, but I would encourage you to go over to confidencefactor.com right now and get signed up. We know there's a couple of fellas that's already committed to the process. I want to give a shout out to those of you who are watching who are already committed to yourself and committed to the journey of being with us in this Unleash Your Riches Mastermind. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be transformative. If you guys watch the video on the landing page, right, the Confidence Factor page, you'll hear from other people who've gone through the program and some of the things that have shared. And I was watching it again the other day. I was like, man, that's amazing, some of the things that has happened. So I want to see that level of transformation for you guys as well. So anyway, we're going to move things along because we have one of our special Confidence Factor brothers that we're going to be bringing to the stage. We have a special announcement for him. And so, again, it's all part of our effort to support and celebrate people within this community for their efforts, for their commitment. From since we've met this particular gentleman, he has been committed himself and taking a lot of action in his personal life, his professional life. I see his growth, and it's just been beautiful to watch him just blossom. And we want to celebrate him tonight. So we're going to go ahead and bring up, of course, Mr. Chris Ward. Mr. Chris Ward, bring him to the table. Chris, what's going on, champion? Man, good to see you.
What's up, baby? What's going on?
Man,
listen, I love getting together with you guys, man. It makes my spirit feel great, feel lovely. Listen, I feel like Tasmanian devil in a glass shop, man. Let's get it. Come on, man. What's happening, fellas? I love y'all. I got a look at it, y'all. What's up?
Yeah. No, we appreciate that, man.
I gotta say something.
Hot level. Go ahead, Javon.
I gotta say something. I'm gonna be very, very candid right here, right? When I see Chris Ward videos with him working out and what he's doing, man, it makes me look at myself like I got some work to do. Like the way he's just be going, got the energy. I see him grabbing a hoop. I'm like, man, if I try to jump and touch a hoop, my knees hurting right now. So, but no, yes, you're a source of inspiration, and definitely continue doing what you're doing. And I commend you, salute you, and I'm honored to have company and be close and connected to you, brother.
No, I love that.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. So listen, Chris, we are thankful that you're here tonight, man. As you know, we've got to know you over these past months. As you've joined Confidence Factor, you've joined the community and really played full out. And so, the Dr. Bobby B is going to be sharing just some special news with you, my brother. And we wanted to do this live as we are talking about Unleash Your Riches. We're talking about coming together. We wanted to do something live, man. So, Bobby B, go ahead and take it away, man. I know you have some special share.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited about it. Heart level. We got a comment. I want to pull that comment up. There was a comment that says, number one, celebrate my eldership, LOL. All right, because Darren, you asked some of the people that's watching to put in what some of their biggest shifts are since joining the Confidence Factor. So if I'm not mistaken, this is Wayne. This has to be Wayne. It has to be Wayne, right? It says, number one, celebrate my eldership. And number two, learning from young lions. And three, having the opportunity to become the dream builder life coach for Rudy LaRose. So that has to be none other than Wayne Moody. And we want to take the time out right now from all the Lions. We want to celebrate Wayne Moody as well. So heart level to Wayne Moody. Heart level. This brother has come in and really just has been a great spiritual guy for the entire Confidence Factor. This guy, he promotes, he inspires every day. He sends out messages consistently shows up to just about every meeting. I think some meetings he's not supposed to be in, but he's still there. so he is very active in the community, man, and just been a great, and I want to just really put my finger on that and say a spiritual light, constantly reminding us that we need to connect to the divine. So amongst all that contribution by showing up and sending out daily texts, Mr. Wayne Moody with Dream Builders. Now, this is the guy, if you want to set your vision and do some dream building, this is the guy you want to talk to. He has actually put together a scholarship and paid for a scholarship for a Confidence Factor for somebody to join. And the guys voted and said, hey, who should this scholarship go to? And I mean, it wasn't even 3 seconds passed through before everybody was like, there's one guy who we saw in Atlanta, who came with us, who was on fire, who when we got back from the 360-man conference, this guy was writing down, I am a king, I am a king, I am a king. Yeah. Came home back from the conference, finished his book immediately, and now published it and sold his first copy of his book today. So when we said who should get the scholarship, everybody, without a shadow of a doubt, it was the whole crew, less than 3 seconds, it was like fire in the room. Hey, they said Chris Ward. So our scholarship, our Confidence Factor scholarship, courtesy of Dream Builders, Mr. Wayne Moody, will go to Chris Ward. It goes to you, brother. You've been putting out the most videos. You put out a book. You've been putting out. Hey, you've been starting fires. You ain't been putting out fires. You've been starting fires. So the brothers wanted to just honor you for all the inspiration and motivation you've been sharing with us. When we had to figure out who that scholarship should go to, brother, we wanted to give it to you because we couldn't think of anybody else who was more deserving, brother. So we appreciate you. Heart level, that scholarship. Scholarship for Unleash Your Riches belongs to you. You want to share anything with us?
Man, I'm about to make a brother cry up here, you know? Man, I thank you guys. It's definitely something unexpected. Wasn't expecting anything like this. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really do. I appreciate all you guys. Everything that you pour into me and help me throughout this journey. The support, the community, man. It lets me know that I'm not alone anymore. I belong to a pack. Whether it be lions or whether it be wild dogs, I belong to a pack. All right, so, man, I'm lost for words. I really don't know what to say. I'm thankful. I'm grateful to you guys just for the scholarship, for even thinking of me, for offering the scholarship to me. That's cool, man. That's cool stuff. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel like I won the lottery or something. I got to find the back of my ticket so it can be mine.
Brother, we hit the lottery as well, brother, because your fire has been tremendous, man. It has really been a source of inspiration and motivation for all of us. And man, you have, bro. Hey, I called you the other day. I called you. So whatever I say on public, I already told you privately. So this guy's. Has anybody seen his? Well, I know you guys seen it. His video or his pictures when he does this vertical leap. Yeah, this guy is off the ground. It's like he can jump over a car or something, bro. He is way up, and I'm like, this dude's like a 17-year-old kid. He can jump. He got ups, man. Big time. So
I saw his video when he grabbed rim vertical. Like he didn't run and jump. It was just a vertical leap. and grab rims. I know he got bunnies. Like, trust me.
Yeah. Bro, and it was hard holding it in, Chris. It was because we know this for a while. We've been trying to hold this thing in, bro. So it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So we had to do a lot of maneuvering in the background to make sure you didn't buy your ticket and all that stuff. So we appreciate you, man, and thank you for joining us on this journey. We're excited about all the stuff that you're going to continue to do, man. So we appreciate you, and a shout out to Wayne Moody. I know Wayne is watching. Shout out to Wayne. Man, that guy knows how to show up. He knows how to participate. He knows how to just really give back and give to the community. So, Wayne, we celebrate you too. Heart level. Out to you, brother. Heart level.
Hey, I want to say something about Chris, man. You know, this community has, what I love about what we're doing is we've had such an organic build in this community. And what I mean by that is the guys that are coming in and sticking around, the guys that are taking trips with us, the guys that are commenting, the guys that are coming into Unleash Your Riches, the guys that are showing up at the virtual meetups, the on-site meetups, all of these guys that are coming in and sticking around. It's almost like you would think, like we said, okay, we need them to have this, and that, and they all qualify, right? And Chris came in and talking about someone who took a trip with us to another town, never met us before, stayed in the house with us, and was just on fire. But here's what I love about Chris. I watched him throughout the whole entire event and the whole entire ordeal. And what I loved about him is, as much as he was wise enough to make it and to show up and to learn, but he was also wise enough to sit and learn from us. And as we shared our hearts about fatherhood and we shared our hearts about, different things, he literally took it, not only took it to heart, but he executed on it. And so, man, I want to commend you in front of everybody, man, to say that as much as we inspire you, you have inspired us to be better men, better fathers, better husbands, better leaders, better health men. You have inspired us to be better men, man. And so I couldn't be more honored to be in this space with you, my brother. So that's what I want to say. Heart level.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. That says a lot to me. That speaks to my heart. That speaks to my soul. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. All right, man. It's a lot of celebration tonight. but listen, this is what Confidence Factory is about, man. I mean, we don't just have lip service to things. So we're really heart level. And as we go through this journey called life, we're gonna deal with our ups and downs. We're gonna have some challenges, but the reality, that's all part of the process. No one's success is. Hey, I was telling my son the other day, no one's success is their way to success. Right? No one's success is their way to success. So we never think about it. So whatever we deal with, that's just part of it, man. That's just part of the journey. All the shit we deal with, that's part of the journey. No one's success is their way to success. So enjoy the process. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna answer one question before we get into inspiration injection, if we have one. But we talk about one question that I would love to answer is, what am I looking forward to with respect to Unleash Your Riches, the impact that I want to make? And it's really just kind of being in a space where I can be a contribution, right? Just having an intentional, structural process of being a contribution to guys, because the more I'm a contribution, the more I'm serving, the more I'm also receiving, right? Because if I want to increase my standard of living, I got to increase my standard of giving. And so when you're in a space where you are giving, when you're in a space of where you're contributing, oh man, everything in your life is going to shift. Everything in your business, in your personal life, just because you are literally being a contribution to somebody else. You're sowing seeds into somebody else. And what you do to other people, God would do to you, right? So I'm looking forward to making bigger impacts in the lives of people within Unleash Your Riches. And I just want to encourage you guys, again, to go over to confidencefactor.com and join the Unleash Your Riches Mastermind. Join the Unleash Your Riches Mastermind. It will be one of the greatest investments that you make in yourself, in your business. It's going to transform your life. I'm telling you that right now, 100%, no doubt in my life, in me at all. that you're gonna have a transformation. Absolutely, bar none. Right? You're gonna have a transformation on day one. Day one, you're gonna have that. All right. So go to confidencefactor.com and join us again. If you have any questions specific about the program, feel free to reach out to us, post your questions inside the group, reach out to whoever you're connected with personally within the group and ask questions about it. It's a phenomenal process. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close out for tonight. We want to thank you guys for joining us. This was a conversation about unleashing your riches. And whether you join us or not in the community, we want to support you in understanding, as Javon says, that you matter. You're valuable, right? Yeah. If you're in this community, we're here to support you. As Bobby said, that the support is phenomenal. We are here to support you in whatever dreams. All we ask of you is just to show up and just to, ask for help. Ask us how we can support you. But we're here to support you. As Rudy said, it's all about the community, right? It's all about the community. We will stand behind that. We're here to celebrate you, not just tolerate you. No more transactions. This is about relationship, right? And that's what Lamont was talking about, the importance of the relationship that he's built with the men in this community and showing up as service. And that's what you can do too. Absolutely. And so I want to encourage each one of you guys just to be present in your life, just to continue to plant seeds and invest in yourself, to celebrate yourself every single day. Write down 5 things that you did well today, because we so often we focus on everything that's wrong. All right. And for those of you who are interested and want to be part of our mastermind, go to confidencefactor.com and go ahead and sign up today. We're getting started on August 28th. We're meeting every single Sunday. We have a GPS process for you, goals, a process, and a support for you that's going to help you to navigate through this journey called life, so that you can get to levels of fulfillment and success, and you can thrive instead of just simply surviving. All right, fellas. So this was a great conversation.
Can I add something too? I just want to say to the community, that the contribution of being a part of the 90-day program is, you're going to get something out of it, but you're also going to bring something to the table too. And what you bring to the table is very valuable to the community, to those brothers who are going to show up in the program. So while you'll walk away, unleashing your riches, we need you, because you have something that we need. And so I want to encourage every brother out there at the sound of my voice to know that you're needed, because you are valuable. So yeah, that's what I also wanted to impart to the brothers as well.
I love that. Thank you so much. Amen. All right, Bobby, you want any last words at all, man, just to kind of close it out before we close out the CF Talks tonight?
Yeah, if anybody has anything else, speak now. If not, we close out. Anybody have anything else? We're good. So good?
No,
all right.
good.
Excellent. So yeah, listen, Lamont, let's put it up on the screen just one more time for anybody that may have missed it. The Unleash Your Riches, confidencefactor.com. And we have experts that are coming in as well. We didn't get a chance to talk about that, but maybe we can talk about that next week as well. We have some experts that we're bringing in that will be that are going to be contributing to the mastermind, their insights, their nuggets on how they were able to unleash their riches in their lives as well. So that's an exciting part. Listen, tonight, we appreciate you guys for joining us. We appreciate Dream Builders, Wayne Moody, for his scholarship. We appreciate Chris Ward for participating tonight and bringing his presence with us. Dr. Love Jones, as always. Can we put his link up on there really quick? Dr. Love Jones, it's in the chat. We're going to throw it in the chat. Level Up, How to Start Living Your Best Life Now. That's on Amazon. You guys can pick that up. That is available. It is a good book. It is a good book, especially if you find yourself in a place where you feel stuck or stagnant. This book will begin to direct your mind in the right direction to start leveling up. At least it's a step, right? So that's what we're looking forward to. So we hope to see you guys in Unleash Your Riches journey. Tonight's inspiration injection is: man may become the master of himself and of his environment because he has the power to influence his own subconscious mind, and through it, gain the cooperation of infinite intelligence. And if you're on the side of the divine and infinite intelligence, what can stop you? You're on the winning team. We appreciate you guys. Like we say here at Confidence Factor, in everything that you do, make sure you keep it
Hard
Hard
level.
level. Hard level.
Hard
Hard
level,
level.
hard
Hard
level.
level.
See you guys next week.